So when you were younger, did you ever feel a sharp pressure in your chest that vanished after a few seconds, and you just ignored it? Or maybe one morning you woke up dizzy, drenched in sweat, with your heart thumping hard, but you thought it was just bad sleep or something you ate. If you nodded yes, then you may be in a quiet risk zone. But don't worry, because if you understand what I'll explain today and follow even a few of these steps, you may survive what others didn't. Let's begin. Let's pause for a moment and imagine something that no one likes to think about. You're alone. Maybe you're in your bedroom. Or maybe you're standing in the kitchen preparing a cup of tea. Suddenly, something doesn't feel right. Your chest feels heavy. Your left arm has this strange dull ache. There's sweat on your forehead. Breathing feels tighter. Now what? This is the moment that decides everything. A heart attack, medically called a myocardial infarction, is still one of the leading causes of death after 60. But here's the thing no one tells you. Over 65% of elderly patients experience their first heart attack while they are completely alone. No one is there to call an ambulance. No one is watching to help. That window, that critical window of survival, belongs to you and only you. But survival is not just luck. It's preparation, knowledge, and staying calm at the right time. You must know your enemy before it knocks. So let's start from the beginning. You see, most heart attacks don't happen out of the blue. They build up silently over years. For some, it begins with high blood pressure that's not too bad. For others, it's untreated diabetes, smoking in younger years, or years of bad sleep and chronic stress. Fatty plaques build in the coronary arteries, the roads that supply your heart muscle with oxygen. Then one day, one of those plaques ruptures and the blood flow gets blocked. The heart starts dying. That's what a heart attack is. And when you are alone, your reaction time is all that stands between life and death. Let me walk you through what actually happens in your body in those first 5 minutes. It's essential to understand this, because once you see the logic, your actions will become automatic. First 30 seconds, your brain detects that something is wrong but may not realize it's your heart. You feel dizzy, cold sweat begins, your stomach churns, you feel nauseous. After 1 minute, the pain or pressure increases, sometimes not as pain but as a tightness or a fullness in the chest, jaw or arm. Breathing becomes hard. By minute 2 or 3, your heart rhythm may already be irregular, oxygen drops. Confusion can begin. By minute 4, you are either reaching for losing consciousness. Now pause, because right here in this 4-minute window is where people either survive or disappear. I want you to know what to do in this exact moment. Let's take it step by step. Step 1. Sit down immediately. Yes, the very first action. Not lie down, not rush to find someone. Sit. Why? When you sit, you reduce the strain on your heart and prevent a sudden fall in case of fainting. If you're standing and collapse, head injury or broken bones make everything worse. Sit, preferably against a wall or near support. Step 2. Call emergency services. Even if you're not sure, call. In the US, it's 911. In other countries, it may differ. Save the number in big print next to your phone. Many seniors hesitate because they're not sure it's serious. By the time you're sure, it may be too late. Don't think twice, just call. Step 3. Chew a regular aspirin. If you are not allergic and have no ulcer or bleeding disorders, chew 1 uncoated aspirin, 3.15 mg. Not swallow, chew. Why? Because aspirin slows blood clotting. It can reduce the severity of the attack while help is on the way. You need to ask your doctor if you should keep aspirin at home for this purpose. If yes, keep it in a known, easy-to-reach place. Step 4. Unlock your front door. This may sound strange, but it's vital. If you become unconscious and paramedics arrive, they must be able to enter without breaking down the door. So unlock it. If possible, stay near it. Step 5. Breathe deeply and calmly. Your brain will tell you to panic, but panic causes adrenaline surges, faster heart rate, and more oxygen demand. Instead, take slow, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Count 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 out. Repeat this to yourself. Stay calm. Help is coming. I'm in control. Let's take a deeper moment here, because many of you listening might be saying, I don't have heart issues. I've never had pain. I walk daily. I'm fine. I hear that a lot. But listen, over 30% of elderly heart attacks are silent. No chest pain. No warning, especially in women or people with diabetes. The signs may appear as sudden fatigue, shortness of breath after climbing stairs, waking up sweating or gasping, nausea or indigestion, That's unusual pain in neck or jaw. That comes and goes. Don't ignore these. Track them. Write them down. Share them with your doctor. Most importantly, never wait more than 5–10 minutes when in doubt. Now let's pause the emergency scene and come back to the lifestyle that prevents this from ever happening again. What can you do daily, no matter your age, to lower your risk and strengthen your survival chances? It starts with blood flow, oxygen delivery, and cardiac muscle strength. Let's begin with diet. For different kinds of bodies, different foods protect the heart. If you're overweight, focus on foods rich in soluble fiber. Oats, barley, apples, beans. These reduce bad cholesterol. Also, avoid processed carbs like white bread or sweetened cereals. Instead, eat whole grains, lentils, spinach, and carrot. If you're underweight or frail, you need heart-nourishing calories, nuts, avocados, seeds, fatty fish like sardines, but keep salt low. Add banana or boiled potatoes for potassium and gentle carb balance. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, the heart risk is higher. Focus on green vegetables, low-sugar fruits like berries, and protein-rich legumes. Avoid fruit juices and too many bananas or dates. And for every elder, omega-3s are vital. Salmon, flax seeds, walnuts. They reduce inflammation in the blood vessels and strengthen heart walls. One handful of walnuts a day can reduce cardiovascular risk by nearly 15%. Let's break this further into key nutrients. Protein. Your heart is a muscle. You need protein daily, about 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kg of body weight for elderly. Sources: lentils, chicken breast, yogurt, tofu. Calcium, not just for bones. Low calcium can disturb heart rhythm. Daily need: 1,000–1,200 milligrams. Sources: yogurt, almonds, broccoli, low-fat cheese. Magnesium, crucial for heartbeat regulation. Sources: spinach, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, black beans. Potassium, maintains blood pressure. Sources: bananas, sweet potatoes, white beans. Vitamin D, helps calcium absorption, supports vascular health. Best source: sunlight. Fortified foods. Supplements, check with doctor. Coenzyme Q10, this nutrient helps in cellular energy for heart muscles. Natural sources: mackerel, chicken, pistachios. It's also available in supplements. Ask your doctor before taking. Now let's address movement. Movement is medicine, but only when done wisely. If you're weak or have joint pain, chair-based exercises are powerful. Arm raises, leg lifts, and slow rotations. 10 minutes daily improves circulation, brain alertness, and balance. If you're mobile, 20–30 minutes of slow walking in fresh air, best in morning sunlight, before the heat. Swing arms gently, keep spine upright. This alone reduces risk by 30%. If you have balance issues, use support. Never walk alone without a stick or stable shoes. Practice standing near a wall and lifting one leg at a time, eyes open. For strong elders, add resistance bands or gentle wall push-ups. Strengthening muscles around your chest reduces burden on your heart, but avoid overdoing. Never exercise with chest discomfort or dizziness. Lastly, sleep and emotion. A restless mind causes a restless heart. Sleep is when your blood pressure resets, your hormones regulate, and your arteries heal. Make your bedtime consistent. Avoid screens 30 minutes before bed. Use dim lights. Keep your room cool. Avoid heavy food at night. And most importantly, process emotions. Loneliness, unexpressed grief, or unresolved anger can silently raise your heart risk. Talk, write, pray, laugh, sit in nature. All these calm the nervous system and slow your heart in the best way. A calm heart cannot exist in a chaotic daily routine. That's where we must now shift our attention. Your heart, much like your breath, responds to the rhythm of your life. That includes your morning habits, your eating times, your exposure to stress, your body's posture, and even the way you respond to news or silence. Each of these elements adds or subtracts from your cardiovascular strength. Let's look at the daily routine, mapped specially for those between ages 60 to 85. Adjusted across different types of bodies, activity levels, and conditions. Wake-up time. Ideal between 5:30 to 7 a.m. because early light exposure boosts serotonin. That becomes melatonin at night, aiding deep sleep. For elders with poor sleep or depressive tendencies, this rhythm rewires both mental clarity and cardiac rhythm. Before rising from bed, spend 2 minutes in bed with eyes closed, deep breathing. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2, exhale through the mouth for 6. Do this 5 times. It opens the lungs, calms the pulse, and stabilizes blood pressure before standing. Hydration first, but not too much. 1 glass of lukewarm water, possibly infused with 2-3 drops of lemon or 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, if no swallowing issues. Too much water too fast stresses the heart, especially in those with kidney issues or on diuretics. Wait 10 minutes before tea or breakfast. For those who are under medication, this is one of the most essential morning pills must be taken, especially heart rates like beta blockers, blood thinners, or cholesterol levels. If your doctor has prescribed these, never skip them taking them consistent times daily. Morning movement, short, slow pace movement is not too long. If you're weak or recovering, start with slow chair stretches. Raise both arms above head while seated. Hold 3 seconds. Release. Repeat with legs. Gentle neck tilt. This increases blood circulation to brain and limbs, especially vital for those at risk of stroke or clot. If you are stronger, walk indoors barefoot if safe for 5 minutes, swinging arms lightly, stretching spine. This improves vagal tone, the body's brake for the heart. The better your vagus nerve works, the slower and more stable your pulse stays. Use this time to plan your day's emotion. 1 small task for the soul, reading 1 page of a book, watering a plant, remembering 1 good memory from the past. Each creates a subtle hormonal shift away from cortisol and toward oxytocin. Breakfast, this is your fuel, not just for energy, but for blood sugar balance and blood pressure control through the day. For elders with no major dietary restriction, a balanced meal must include 1 protein source, boiled eggs, paneer, Greek yogurt, protein smoothie, lentils, 1 complex carb, oats, millet bread, sweet potato, 1 fruit with fiber, apple, pear, berries, half banana, 1 warm drink, mild tea, decaf coffee, or warm ginger water. If you are diabetic, use cinnamon in warm drinks. Avoid bananas and sugary cereals. Use steel-cut oats, unsweetened soy milk, and walnuts or almonds. If you have low appetite, make a soft smoothie, banana, oats, soaked almonds and yogurt. Blend with warm water. Avoid skipping breakfast as this leads to sudden sugar drops, a major risk for elderly falls and confusion. Post-breakfast, this is the ideal time for light exposure. Sit near a window or in gentle sunlight. Let light fall on your eyes, not directly looking into the sun. Do this for 10 minutes. This helps regulate melatonin production and reduces heart inflammation markers. Also, this is the ideal time to use health-supporting gadgets, small, affordable, elder-friendly devices that act like silent protectors. Automatic blood pressure monitor. Choose one with upper arm cuff and clear display. Measure while sitting, feet flat, arms supported. Keep a log, especially if taking meds like amlodipine or telmisartan. Pulse oximeter, clip-on finger device. Monitor if feeling breathless or fatigued. SpO2 should stay above 94% in normal elders. If chronically below 92%, discuss with your doctor. Could be hidden lung or heart function issue. ECG patch, for advanced cases. If doctor approved, wearable ECG trackers can detect rhythm disturbances early. Available via prescription or cardiac monitoring centers. Emergency alert pendant, especially if living alone. 1 press can call an emergency number. Choose one with fall detection if balance is weak. Mid-morning hours 10 hour to 11:30 a.m. Use this time for light mental or emotional activity. Organizing small things, chatting with a neighbor, gentle gardening. Activities that require gentle movement with joy calm the sympathetic nervous system. If sitting, set a 30-minute reminder to stand up, stretch arms, breathe deeply, or take 10 slow steps. For those with known heart issues, avoid lifting anything above 45 kilograms. Avoid bending straight down. Instead, bend knees slightly while keeping back straight. Simple errors in movement can spike blood pressure or heart rate. Lunch between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. Lunch must always be lighter than your younger years. Overloading midday meals increases post-meal drowsiness and cardiac load. The ideal plate: 40% cooked vegetables, zucchini, spinach, carrots, okra, 30% protein, lentils, tofu, grilled fish or chicken, eggs, 20% complex carb, brown rice, millet, chapati, boiled potato, 10% fermented or probiotic food, curd, buttermilk, pickled vegetables, for elders with reflux or bloating. Skip raw onion, garlic, tomato, spicy pickles. Keep food warm but not steaming hot. Eat slowly, chewing at least 20 to 25 times per bite. It reduces gastric pressure that can mimic chest pain. For cardiac protection, use turmeric, fortune TSP and black pepper in vegetables. These reduce artery inflammation. Post-lunch rest. This is where most elders make mistakes. Lying down flat after meals leads to reflux, poor digestion, and sometimes arrhythmia in sensitive hearts. Instead, sit upright with back supported for 30 minutes. Then take a walk, slow, 150 steps, preferably indoors. Nap if needed, but limit to 20 under 30 minutes. Avoid naps after 4 p.m. Too late naps interfere with sleep quality and confuse circadian rhythm. Afternoon hours 3 hour to 5 hour p.m. This window is golden for creative joy. Reading, crafting, listening to calming music, calling an old friend. Activities that produce gentle smiles slow the heart, balance blood pressure and nourish emotional centers in the brain. For those who like screens, TV or smartphone, keep brightness low. Avoid violent or dramatic content. Content deeply affects the elderly nervous system. Nature, faith, or music-based programs are preferred. Stretching during TV watching is ideal. Ankle rotations, toe lifts, neck circles. Drink water or herbal infusion like chamomile, lemon balm or ginger mint every 2 hours but never large amounts. Sips are best. Evening activity. As the sun lowers, so should your activity intensity. Avoid large meals, large discussions, loud sounds. Use this time for reflection. Walks with a loved one, watching birds, arranging books, writing a memory, or even quietly peeling fruits or chopping vegetables with slow hands. Evening meal should be by 6:30–7:30 p.m. Light soup, grilled vegetables, one small piece of bread or rice, papaya or kiwi if no sugar issues. Avoid red meat, fried items or sugary desserts. These spike nighttime cortisol, reduce melatonin, and place unnecessary stress on the liver and heart during sleep hours. Before bed, brush gently. Gum infections are linked to heart disease. Use soft brush, fluoride toothpaste and clean the tongue. Keep a tiny notebook near bed. Write 3 small gratitudes. They could be as simple as, I heard my favorite song today. My daughter called. My knees didn't hurt while walking. This is not fluff. It's proven to lower nighttime cortisol, improve sleep onset, and protect cardiac function. Switch off all lights except one dim lamp. No screens. Now take 3 deep breaths and sleep, knowing that your heart has been supported by your day's disciplined care and calm rhythm. Tomorrow is not a promise, but it is more likely when you live this way. There's something silent inside every elder's home that often decides the outcome of a health emergency. Not just your medicine box, not your walker or your mobile phone, but the layout of your environment and the clarity of your plan. Too many seniors live in spaces designed for younger people, or for a version of themselves that no longer exists. Narrow paths, low beds, slippery tiles, cluttered corners. These don't just create discomfort, they reduce survival chances in moments of emergency. So now, we look at the home itself. Start at the bedroom. Your bed must not be too low. Rising from a low mattress can drop your blood pressure and lead to dizziness or a fall. Ideal height is when your knees are at 90 degrees while sitting on it. Keep a flashlight within arm's reach. If the power goes out at night or if you feel dizzy while waking, this is the hand that finds help. Place your daily medicines in a small labeled box, not hidden in a cabinet. Label morning and night meds clearly. If taking blood thinners like aspirin, clopidogrel, or warfarin, mark them in red. Always store emergency meds, like chewable aspirin, in more than one place. Near bed, near TV, near bathroom. In your bathroom, install grab bars near the toilet, and in the shower, use non-slip mats. If you've ever slipped once, you are 40% more likely to slip again in the next year. A fall during a heart attack can change everything. Now for your phone. If it's a smartphone, set a widget or shortcut to call emergency numbers with one tap. If it's a keypad phone, mark emergency numbers as speed dial 1 or 2. Test it. Practice it with your eyes closed. Place printed contacts next to the phone. Print large letters. Emergency contact 1. Son, daughter. Emergency contact 2. Doctor. Local ambulance. Number. Nearest hospital. Name. Phone. Also carry a card in your wallet. listing your name, your age, your main diagnoses, hypertension, diabetes, your current meds, your allergies, a contact person. I may have heart issues. If unconscious, please call ambulance. This one card can save hours in a hospital corridor. Now let's consider the elder body. Everyone is different. Let's look at the unique warnings and preparations needed by type. If you are overweight, heart attacks may come silently. Your breathing may be shallow even at rest, so breathlessness during heart issues may be confused or delayed. Watch for sudden fatigue, unexpected sweating, back pain or jaw pressure. Sleep with head slightly elevated if you snore or have sleep apnea. Use 2 pillows or an adjustable bed. Keep clothes loose. Tight waistbands compress your diaphragm. Worsen shortness of breath. Invest in a good quality shoe with firm sole and arch support. This keeps your knees and hips aligned during walks, reducing load on the spine and by extension your heart. If you are thin or underweight, heart failure can begin with weakness or low blood pressure. Dizziness, loss of appetite or confusion may appear before chest pain. Keep energy snacks like dates, banana, peanut butter near you. Don't skip meals. Add resistance exercises. Your heart needs surrounding muscle to distribute effort. Always stand up slowly from bed or chair. Count to 5 while rising. If you feel unsteady, sit again. Breathe. Try again. If you are diabetic, heart attacks may be completely painless. You may not feel chest pressure but may feel unexplained fatigue, nausea, confusion, fainting. Always wear medical alert tag or bracelet. Keep glucose tabs or fruit juice within reach. If sugar drops too low, it mimics a heart issue. Treat low sugar fast, then reassess. If you have high blood pressure, you are at high risk but also high potential. Controlled BP over time can reverse arterial stiffness, but never adjust meds yourself. If you feel dizzy on standing, talk to your doctor. Maybe your dose is too high. Measure your BP weekly, and note if it drops under 90/60 or spikes above 160/100 frequently. Sudden spikes may precede a heart attack. Now let's talk about the emotional shield. Because the heart is not just a pump, it's a responder to feeling unseen, unloved, or overwhelmed. Elders often feel like they're not needed. That belief tightens the chest before any artery ever does. So whether you live with others or alone, create a sense of purpose. Write 1 page of memory daily. Record messages for your grandchildren. Keep an advice jar on your dining table. Put notes in it, like when I was your age. Talk to 1 person a week about something deep, not just weather or food. These things matter. Deep conversations reduce stroke risk, reduce cortisol, and increase heart rate variability, a marker of heart adaptability and survival. Don't underestimate joy. If you love plants, keep 3 pots in sunlight. If you love music, play it every day. If you used to dance, move your arms and feet to the rhythm for 2 minutes daily. Joy is medicine with no side effects. Lastly, create your heart response plan. Write it, print it, keep it in 3 places. Include what to do when symptoms begin, who to call, what to say on the phone, where your medicines are, where your ID is kept, your doctor's number, your local hospital's address. Then rehearse it once every 2 months, like a fire drill, alone or with family. Because when your mind has already walked the path, your body will not hesitate when that path becomes real. Your heart has served you for decades, through every memory, every sorrow, every joy. Now is the time to serve it back, through small daily care and quiet readiness. No matter your age or your condition, or your past, it's never too late to reduce your risk. Prepare wisely, and live with more confidence. The ones who survive are not always the youngest, but the best prepared. We spent hours creating this script, and truly we just want one thing from you. Take this knowledge, and let it live inside your home. And if you feel we've helped in even the smallest way, do something gentle but powerful. Support us by visiting the link in the comments or description. Your kindness helps us keep going. As for today's final advice, start each morning by standing for 2 minutes in sunlight with your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That moment gives you more strength than any video ever can. Take care of yourself and help others by sharing this with every elder you know. Comment below the points that touched you most, so others can learn too.